It was the cream of Australia's distance runners that descended on Brimbank Park for the Australian trials for the World Cross Country Championships. First up on the morning program was the men's 12k race.
So away they go in the first of 6 laps here in the World Cross Country trials here at Brimbank Park in Keilor, Victoria.
So as the runners came through the first lap, it was Sean Kravitz and Sam Crowther that were leading the way, with the race favourites Collis Birmingham, Liam Adams and Clint Perrott all closely in behind. And as the athletes approached halfway, there was still no change in the leading bunch, with Liam Adams starting to make his move to the front of the pack. National Cross Country champion Clint Perrott also there, with Collis Birmingham, Dua Yoa and a whole host of Victorians also right in contention. And with the athletes coming through to collect the bell, it was the national 10,000 metre record holder Collis Birmingham starting to make his presence felt at the front of the field, in front of National Cross Country champion Clint Perrott, Jeff Hunt, Dua Yoa and Liam Adams also there. This is for that. Just off those leaders, it was New South Walesman Russell Desar-Chin to the second chase group of Sam Crowther, Sean Kravitz from Glen Huntley, Andrew White from Box Hill, as well as Ben Toomey of Knox Athletics Club. And turning on the afterburners over the closing stages of the 12-kilometre course, it was Collis Birmingham of Eureka that made his move late and led the charge home to the line to take the victory in the World Cross Country trials for the Australian team. And coming to the second, his fellow Victorian and National Cross Country champion Clint Perrott crossed second, with Eureka's Dua Yoa crossing the line third.
Yeah, very happy with the win. Obviously, being a trial, you want to win. You want to finish as high up there as you can, so that you get picked and get the job of running against all the guys at World Cross.
How important has that training block been in setting you up for this cross country, but also I suppose the track season and Commonwealth Games a bit further down the track?
Yeah, it's been good. I mean, I do it a lot. I was up there all November, and the past 3 years I've been doing the same thing, and I find it works. So try and do exactly what you know works, and don't change too much, because we know what gets the results. So I'll go back up to Falls Creek in February and do the same thing as I did last month. So.
And the second race in the morning program was the women's trial, a field of 10 athletes gathering for their spot on the national team in Poland. So approaching the 2-kilometre mark of this 6k race was the South Australian Demi Wood that had made her move early, sending to the lead, with Doncaster's Grace Tech slotting into the second place, with Sandringham athlete Tessa Craig rounding out the top three.
Let's go, Grace! Let's go, Tessa!
After taking an early stranglehold on the race, it was South Australian Demi Wood that would cross the line first to take the victory in the women's under-20 trial. And finishing with a flourish, it was the under-20 national champion Grace Tech who would cross the line second, with fellow Victorian Tessa Craig hanging on for third.
I was just trying to sit on the pack at first lap and then see how it went, and then try and gradually get in front, but it wasn't quite like that, but I still sat for the first half a lap at least. So.
And the prospect of a trip to Poland, that's got to be exciting.
Very exciting. It'd be my first world trip, so I hope I make it.
Third race in the morning program was the men's under-20 8-kilometre cross-country, with the leading athletes vying for a spot on the national team to contest the World Cross Country Championships in Poland. And coming through the first of 4 laps in the under-20 men's 8-kilometre cross-country, the leading bunch of 15 would lead the field through, with key contenders Kevin Batt of New South Wales and David Ricketts of Queensland leading the way. Coming up to the 4-kilometre mark was Kevin Batt and Ethan Hayward out the front, with West Australian Joshua Tedescu, David Ricketts, Kane Grimster and Hugh Williams rounding out the top 6. After powering away over the second half of the course, it was New South Wales' Kevin Batt that would streak home for the win in the under-20 men's race. Crossing second would be David Ricketts, with West Australian Ethan Hayward rounding out the top 3.
Yeah, for sure. I just wanted to make my move at halfway, and I just went on with it and tried to hold it in, and it was all right. It felt well.
And the last event on the morning's program at Brimbank Park was the women's open race over 8 kilometres. And leading through the early stages, Nikki Chappell, Benita Willis and Tamara Carvolth at the front of a lead pack, which also featured Victorian cross-country champion Fiona Nash, Hanny Alston, Zatopek winner Eloise Wellings, with 2008 Zatopek winner Lara Tamsett also in amongst the early action. And through the halfway mark now was 2004 World Cross Country champion Benita Willis, starting to make her move at the front of the field, with Box Hill's Nikki Chappell, Lara Tamsett and Zatopek winner Eloise Wellings rounding out the leading pack of 4. And approaching the bell was leading three, Benita Willis, Nikki Chappell and Lara Tamsett, that had made the break over Eloise Wellings. And inside the last lap, with less than 2 kilometres remaining, it was Nikki Chappell and Benita Willis that made the break at the front of the field, starting to exchange surges as they look to assert their dominance on the race.
Really turned it on here. Left Nikki Chappell behind by about 10 to 15 metres. And this is a much improved performance.
Come on, Beat. Keep it going, Beat. Keep it going, Beat.
And after surging late over the closing kilometre, it was Benita Willis who returned to the winners list to take out the women's open race at Brimbank Park, with Nikki Chappell making a Victorian quinella, with Lara Tamsett crossing third.
Yeah, certainly. It's a great start to the year, and I've just put everything behind me from 2009 and I'm moving forward, and I've had a fantastic training up at Force Creek, and I'm really fit, and certainly I wanted to run here today and try to win the race and really cement my position as Australia's #1 cross-country runner and get a really good team over to World Cross, because I think we're a great chance at a medal.
Four great races here today, and the winners really shone through. Benita, great to see her back on the winners list. Collis just confirming that he is one of our brightest prospects and strongest prospects at the moment going forward. You've got to be pleased with the state that the distance running fraternity's in at the moment.
Yes, it as you say, the getting those to win the races was terrific, but also the depth in those races was great. And you had, I think, a good example of how far our women have come is that in sixth spot was Eloise, who won the Zatopek, and a fantastic race, and she was sixth here today. So, and the men really pleased with the result there. Clint Perrott has been running really well, and he produced it today. Dua was great, and Liam Adams and Jeff Hunt both showed they're terrific cross-country runners. So the seniors very good, and the junior men's was a really good race too. Our junior girls, we're working hard on that, and but Demi Wood ran very well, and Grace Tech wasn't that far behind as well.
You've got to be pleasing to see that a lot of those promising junior athletes are now making the transition into the senior ranks and starting to flourish.
Yeah. Well, and Tamara Carvolth, who finished fifth in the senior women, she's just out of junior. She went to Oman last year, and hopefully she'll be on the team. I'm not a selector, so I can't preempt that, but hopefully she'll be on the team, and so that's a great result. Someone coming out of junior straight into our senior team. Dua went to Edinburgh 2 years ago, so again, that progression is what we want. We want to use the juniors to develop our athletes to be good seniors, and at the end that's what we want, good seniors. Yes, I think the Falls Creek camp is really significant in that not only do they train together, but they're starting to work out the way that our top athletes train, and that's starting to filter through the way that Buster trained, the way that Collis trains, and we had a lot of and the way Benita trains, and a lot of our top athletes up there now are seeing what they do and going back to their various coaches in their locations around Australia, and now are starting to train the way that our top athletes are training. Plus the camaraderie and the friendship and the enjoyment they get up there as well. There's a lot of positives from Falls.
With some tough decisions for the selectors to make and some encouraging signs for Poland, this is Tom Nixon for Athvic TV at Brimbank Park.